Welcome to your Sioux Falls planning preview for July 3rd, 2019. I'm Larry Lukey. This is Jason Beaver. So let's jump right into it. Number one, a resolution amending the SHAPE Sioux Falls 2040 Comprehensive Plan.
Yeah, this is a kind of a minor update that we like to do for our comprehensive plan every couple of years. We like to update some maps, and this is really just changing some of our growth areas and changing some of the sewer basins just with some additional information. So just some minor updates, and then usually in probably a couple of years we'll do what we call a major update. Usually do that every 5 years, and that'll be more of kind of a major deal for the entire actual document where we get quite a bit of citizen input and different things like that. So.
Okay. We're a growing city. So.
Yes, absolutely. So you got to always make changes.
Yep. So number two, rezone looks like from twin home duplex to C2 commercial, and that's East 34th Street North and Wayland Avenue.
Yeah, just east of Cliff up there as you kind of get to the top of the hill.
Oh, yeah.
This one's been on there for quite a while. The applicant has tried to have a couple neighborhood meetings with the people up there in the Norton Froelich area. They currently have kind of a auto sales business that fronts Cliff Avenue. And so just to the east of them, there's this large vacant parcel. So what they really want to do is take kind of the west half of that parcel and do an additional kind of vehicle storage area. There'll be operable vehicles, not a junkyard as some people may be concerned about. But it's not zoned for a junkyard. And then there'll actually still be a leftover lot that'll be zoned twin home that'll hopefully be kind of that transition into the existing single family neighborhood to the east. Okay. So we're still trying to get a little bit of that lot developed as commercial, but still try and keep that transition to the existing single family neighborhood. Okay.
So we've got number three, it's a rezone from, it looks like single family to the C2 commercial. What was it? South Gordon Drive and east. It's east of the east side Shopko.
Yep, absolutely. Just east of the east side Shopko. You can, if you guys have been out there, you've seen Arrowhead Parkway. They've made it a little wider. So this is a lot that just fronts the Arrowhead Parkway. And so this is similar to the one that we just talked about, where they're looking to do a commercial lot that fronts Arrowhead Parkway. And then there'll still be a transitional lot to the south into that existing single-family neighborhood. If you've kind of been out there, anything east of Shopko and south of Arrowhead Parkway and kind of west of the Aldi, that's an existing, almost like a rural single-family neighborhood out there. So the applicant's trying to get some commercial kind of fronting that large arterial street, but still being cognizant of the existing single-family neighborhood kind of to the south and east. So.
Then we have number four, looks like a rezone from single family to the C2 commercial, and that's over in the old Yankton Trail area. Is that right? Next to Dairy Queen, I think, over there?
Just west of that, so kind of west of the old Stars restaurant.
Okay.
There's kind of that church and that vacant lot there.
Oh, yeah.
So really, this was actually
right in front of the church, right?
Yep, absolutely. Okay. This was kind of a swap. The city actually swapped this parcel with one to the west that's just adjacent to where the trail comes underneath 57th Street. Yep. And so there was a little triangular piece that the city owned that was still zoned single family. And so they're looking at rezoning it to commercial and then combining it with the existing vacant commercial lot to the east and kind of doing a small little strip center along there. So
nice. So we have number five, a rezone from Conservation District to the RD2 Townhome Residential. That's over, northwest of Great Life on Southeastern and 69th?
Yeah, it'd be northeast of there, northeast of Grace.
Okay.
Yep. So this is kind of west of South Sycamore Avenue and south of 57th Street. If you guys have been over there, that large apartment complex. Yep. This is just to the south of that.
Okay.
They're kind of constructing, I think Empire Homes is kind of constructing quite a few of those 4-unit townhomes there. Yep. This particular lot, when they were looking to submit a building permit, actually had a little strip of conservation on the north side, so the way it was platted. So they're just looking to take that little strip of conservation, get it into RD2, so then the whole lot's RD2 and they can construct their townhome. So kind of just a little bit of a cleanup.
Okay. And then number 6, a rezone from office and C2 live, work, play.
And then to the commercial district also. So this is south of Dolly Farm. So north of 26th Street, south of 18th as you come into Dolly Farm, kind of just south of the Sherwin-Williams store.
Yeah.
So eventually, Highline Place is supposed to kind of loop through there and get down to where Rosa Parks School is.
Okay.
So what the applicant's looking to do is actually move that street a little bit to the west, and then they have a large office user that wants to construct their building on the east portion. So the portion that they're moving the road to the west is zoned C2, so they got to rezone that to live work to be able to get a building larger than 60,000 square feet. And then there's a little bit of there's an office lot to the north of this that they're looking to, just south of Sherwin-Williams, where they're looking to change that to C2. So it's kind of a swap. They're kind of swapping some commercial for some office, and similar acreages out there yet, but just kind of changing it around a little bit to be able to get a big user out there. So.
Yep. Okay. Then we got number 7 to rezone from conservation district. Looks like I-1 light industrial, and that's up by Great Bear. If I remember right.
On the north side of Rice Street, as you start going up towards Great Bear, you kind of see there's a lot of industrial businesses. There's quite a few areas back there that are zone conservation. They mostly because they were in the special flood hazard area. Some parts of that are now out, and so the applicant's looking to kind of get those light industrial for some future development up there. Because if you've been up there, it's pretty much all industrial, so it kind of is a pretty good use along Rice Street there. So.
Wow, getting out of that floodplain really made a lot of development happen in those areas.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people that wanted to, get building permits that couldn't.
Yeah.
Really, that made a big difference.
Absolutely.
So number 8, conditional use permit for on-sale alcohol within 500 feet of a sensitive area at 1312 West 12th Street. Is that old Bob's Cafe building?
Yep, absolutely. Okay. Bob's Cafe kind of moved out east on Bonson, I believe, in Arrowhead Parkway or 10th Street. So the old building, they're looking, the applicant's looking, it's a pretty small, and they're looking to do a small little casino in there.
Okay. Then we have number 9, conditional use permit for a casino or C-store with alcohol beverage establishment within 500 feet of a sensitive area. Looks like 5503 North Cliff Avenue. I'm trying to, if that's just north of I-90 on Cliff.
Yep, there's that. So if you go north of I-90, you kind of notice that little gas station that's up there that's closed down. The applicant is looking to possibly convert that to another casino also, that gas station. So.
Okay. That one's been vacant for a couple years.
Yeah, it seems like something opens and then it closes and something, so.
Number 10, preliminary subdivision plan for Cloverleaf Business Park Edition located east of North Marion Road and south I-90. Is that like north of Walmart?
Yeah, this would be northeast of Walmart. So if you've kind of been up there, there's quite a bit of vacant property that's just east of Marion along the interstate there. So this is actually the subdivision plan that they're looking to start platting some of those off and hopefully get some new businesses up there, some new light industrial businesses. So yeah, it's kind of exciting.
See when a Walmart comes to the area.
Yeah, starts
or a big
expanding
business
out.
expands out pretty quick. Then we have number 11, preliminary subdivision plan for Ackerson Edition located south of East 85th and east of South Minnesota Avenue. So that's right over by Walmart?
Yeah, it's another Walmart right next to Walmart.
Okay.
So we got 2 Walmarts here. No, this is just east across the street from the existing Walmart.
Okay, to the
So
northeast.
Yeah, just south of Sioux Sports, and I think there's a Navera fitness thing. So they're looking to start getting a preliminary plan for that area that's all annexed in, to start getting maybe some lots platted and possibly some sales of some more commercial uses.
Highway 100 is going to come right through there too.
Yep.
I don't know if a lot of people know that. We're looking at property over there for a client, and I was wondering why there's an open piece of land.
Yeah.
And that made perfect sense that
it kind of
the highway is going to go through there.
Goes over 85th and then down through their property and then right behind, to the south of Walmart. So.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool. Then our special topic this week, or this month, I should say. I'll let you introduce it.
Yeah, it's June 18th. It's about 6 months, about halfway through the year of 2019. So we thought, when you're thinking of special topics, we thought maybe it'd be kind of fun to talk about, the building permit data through May, kind of about half the year or so. So just kind of wanted to kind of run through a couple of statistics that we've done and just give the people watching at home a little bit of an idea of the evaluation. So total value of permits issued this year through May was $274.5 million. Last year, so we're a little down from last year. It's about 305 was last year, or 306. However, the year before we're a little ahead of, that was about 267. So we're kind of right there with our statistical 3-year average.
And a lot of that, I mean, with how winter went, I mean, it was cold winter.
Slow, yeah.
And, like 4 or 5 months long. That, I mean, you could see it even in the housing market, that stuff to get started. I mean, you don't want to put a basement in or, foundation in that type of cold weather. So
yeah, and great point there. Yeah, it was kind of a slow start, and that actually brings me into my next page. That's a good point. So as you can tell, that the construction season, now that it's somewhat bearable outside, that is starting to ramp up. And just to give you an idea, just in the month of May, we actually, us as a Planning and Development Services Department, issued 111 single-family house permits.
Wow.
And that was the highest total that we've ever issued in a month since April of 2015, which was 120.
Okay.
So just to kind of give you an idea that we're issuing a ton of single-family residential permits right now.
So what you're saying, in about 5-6 months, we're gonna have a lot of inventory?
Yes, we'll have new. I think you've seen over the last couple of years being on the Planning Commission just how many of apartments we've constructed. Yep. So I think we're actually getting to that tipping point now where, hey, maybe we have enough apartments and now we need to start constructing some more single family residential. So yeah, we're busted with those. We had 111 last month. I think we've already done 47 or 50 of them this month. Wow. So I mean, we're doing a lot of single-family residential permits, which is good. So, and then we also we like to keep statistics, and these are all available on our website. These are permits that are greater than $1 million. So we just thought I'd give you some idea of some of the biggest permits we've done. We did $15.5 million was that Encompass Health, which is going right next to the Avera Heart Hospital on 69th. In Tallgrass. If you went on 29, you can see cranes going and everything. So that's a pretty large construction. Avera, they're the next two on there. They've been doing a lot of work and a lot of infrastructure on their properties. So we actually had $12 million on their main campus, the operating room, which was more of an interior remodel, but that's a pretty huge permit without constructing an actual building. Yeah. And then we had their performance center out at their new South Campus on 69th and Louise. That was another $11.6 million. So they're putting quite a bit of money into the economy. We have another permit, 1600 East 77th for Village Cooperative. That's that permit for that senior housing facility that we're getting out on Cliff and 77th. Yep. It was kind of a new concept where you actually own your condo. Yep. Kind of a cool thing that's coming to Sioux Falls. So they pulled the permit for that. Some other apartments. We've got this Willikers liquor store that's going on the northwest corner of 69th and Louise, kind of that vacant area behind the bank. Yep. So this is like all a liquor store. Wine, beer, liquor, that's all it's encompassed. Just a huge store, and I guess they kind of have them up in Fargo and stuff. So
it's right by our office.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
We've been watching it go up.
Yeah.
It looks like they have a nice patio, and yeah, that looks pretty cool.
So that'll be something that we don't have in Sioux Falls. We really don't have a large store just
like
for
2 stories,
alcohol.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, it's pretty impressive how big it is just to sell that aspect. Most of the time we have the Hy-Vees and the other ones that already have that stuff built in. But then another Avera Health, their addiction center that's going at their South Campus there. That one's more a little bit to the east of their new hospital building they're building down there.
I've been watching that one go up too.
Yeah.
All 3 of those buildings, and I mean, they just went up quick.
They're fast, and they're really good-looking buildings.
They are.
We had another, looks like a new T school, Frontier Elementary School, going out on Lancaster Drive. Sanford, if you've been up by their main campus, the old Hutchinson building on 60th Street North and 229. You kind of see that little thing getting constructed. That's actually, they're building kind of their own event barn out there.
Okay.
Specifically more for their larger kind of events. They've been using the foundation house for their, things before the golf tournament, or if they have sponsors or whoever in town. This one will allow them to kind of have a few more people. I think they can do like 400 to 500. So it gives them another venue to be able to wine and dine people, that kind of a deal out there. So it won't be for rent for the general public. It'll be just for their own, events that they do. And there's another Avera project on there. So just quite a bit of stuff going on, and just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on about halfway through the season. So
it looks like Cascades is on here too.
Yep, Cascades, $3 million there. So they're doing another project, and
that's the loft tour I think is this weekend.
Is it?
Yeah, I want to say this weekend's the loft tour. So it actually starts at the Cascades. So.
Oh, really? Yeah, we got to tour that. Gosh, was that last fall when they were still constructing? That's pretty cool project, and some great views specifically over the Levitt now that it's open. So pretty amazing thing. So
yeah. Well, thank you, Sioux Falls. That is your Sioux Falls planning preview for July 3rd, 2019. Thank you.